All right, it's time. Another week of ZTGD Radio. This is episode 841 for April 14th, 2025. On the show this week, it's just me and Terrence.
Yep.
That's it.
All alone out here. That's it.
Yeah, well,
Also, I just realized it's the 14th. Real quick, shout out to my grandfather. It's his 87th birthday today. Happy birthday, grandfather.
hell
Papa,
yeah.
that's what we call him.
I want to
Happy
be
birthday.
alive at 87. Fuck yeah.
Man, right? Hell yeah.
Like the more days I get, the more shit I can have fun with. So give me all the days.
Mm-hmm.
These people dying at like 40s and 50s. I'm like, man, don't tell me shit like that. That's where I am.
Yeah, right. Like that that stuff is so like it's 20 years ago it wasn't that, but now it's like, oh God, I'm knocking on that door. Hold on.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little real now. It's
When
more
when
real.
you're 20 and somebody dies at 50, it's like, oh man, he had a good life, and I'm not like, no,
Right.
no.
Now you're like, hold on. I'm not ready for the ride to end yet. Wait a minute.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
I want to feel like at this point in my life, I'm like, I'm only half done. You know?
Exactly.
All right.
That's what I was telling Amanda the other day. Oh man. But yeah, I'm sorry, I cut you off. Our compadres, you said so. Ryan, yeah, he ain't here.
Yeah, he's
Anthony
a traveling man. I don't know where Anthony
I think
is.
he's acquiring a company. I think Ryan is. Is he acquiring that company in Tennessee? I think
Probably.
I think that's what
Yeah.
he's a busy guy. He's a
He
busy
is.
guy.
He's a very white fellow.
He was talking when he took that picture. And it's funny because you made the comment about, wait, you wouldn't try. Like, I was going to say something super snarky like that. And I was like, man, let me chill out. Because I feel like, but it was like to the effect of what you put. Because he, like, the way he put it, it was like, wait, so what, were you floating? Like, well, how did you take the picture with such quality then? Like, if you weren't driving and you weren't just like, what?
See, I still don't
No,
believe that he wasn't stopped, because you ever try to take a picture while something's moving?
That's right. Like, how could you not be stopped for this picture? Like, your phone camera is awesome. Like, holy crap.
Well, if I got a satellite for a picture taker, shit.
That's what money can buy you. That's what that is.
That's
He
fair.
got that iPhone 35. See,
Yeah,
over
Tim
here on
Cook
the
done hooked him up with
14.
them fucking semiconductors with no tariffs on them.
Right. He got the good stuff.
God damn, what a fucking week it's been. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Oh. Video.
Thank God there's games.
Yeah, which I was like, I got so many like scattered embargoes going on right now. I was trying to, because I have a preview that I guess I can talk about next week, but it's only certain parts of it.
Man, I hate when they do this stuff like that. It's so hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
When you can only talk about bullet point stuff.
And
Like,
then
oh.
I know we have Indiana Jones, but I think was that Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. I mean, and I'm reviewing the PS5 version,
Which
I
makes
think
no
we're
sense
allowed
for an
to have
embargo.
it.
Like, what are we doing?
Right? Because it's like it's already been out for Xbox for months. But okay, that's fine.
We've been talking about it for forever.
But it's crazy because I never actually finished it, so I'm actually getting the check. Man, that game is good. Holy
You can't
crap.
say that.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. oh, wait, I'm talking about that. No, I mean, but see, okay, but I've played I'm talking about experience on the Xbox version.
Yes,
okay?
the
I'm talking about
Xbox
as far as
version
I've gotten
was
on
very
there.
good.
This is fantastic.
Very good
like,
game.
The story is really good. But I'll go into detail about the PS5 one next week. I hate these embargoes. Anyways, go ahead. Jeez.
No, I was just gonna say if we want to talk about games, I guess now is the time.
Well, let's see. So I didn't. Did you play Blueprints? Did you already play that?
So I booted it up, and because Anthony was like, "You need to play this."
Yeah.
I got into the hallway and I like picked up the letter, and it's like every day the rooms are different, and I was like, okay, my brain is not in this place right now, so I'm gonna come back to it.
Okay, so that's so funny because that's exactly what happened with me.
I was like, this is too
So,
much right now. This is too much right now.
yep. So I am interested because it sounds pretty. He definitely hyped it up. It sounds pretty good.
It's like the
But yeah,
highest
I
rated
read
game of the
that.
year right now.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, damn, okay. Like I'm interested, but yeah, I need a minute. Like I gotta be, in that headspace for some puzzles and shit. Cause I was like, yeah, this a lot. Like I think I finished the first day. Like I explored what I could, like added the rooms and stuff, and then I
Mm.
ended the day and like it reset and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna need a minute. So I kind of stopped right there. Um Season 2 of Marvel Rivals is up and running.
Mm.
Made some good changes with all of that. We got Emma Frost
Yeah,
right now as a tank.
the internet's
The internet's horny.
yeah, extremely.
I just don't understand. And I went off on this last week. It's pixels, man. Like what are y'all doing? I
It's
don't
pixels of a
understand. But
person that's not real.
right, like it's somebody. What Anthony looked at Chris Claremont. He created Emma Frost. Like y'all over here hoarding his imagination. Like come on now, calm down.
Man, when you put it like
Anyways,
that, that's really creepy.
see, right.
Like even creepier than being horny for like pixels
Right.
is like you getting excited over another man's imagination.
Yep. Like he dreamt that up and you over here doing the most. Like, oh my God. But anyway, I still love the game. It's pretty good. I haven't put a whole bunch of time into it because I play quick match with by myself, but then I'll play ranked stuff with the fam because like everybody plays it. And I managed to get one of my other niggas onto it too, so he plays it as well. He's not very good. But he knows he's not good. Like it's so funny because he knows he's not good, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm like, hey, well, come on, we can run some ranked, which I want some. He like, nah, I'm pretty trash. I ain't gonna play ranked. I don't want to bring nobody down. I'm like, damn, you a real one.
Yeah, it's when you're willing to admit it.
Right. So many people get on ranked and think they good and just are ass.
No, that's me with Call of Duty. Like people ask me, "You want to play Call of Duty?" I'm like, "Dude, you don't want me on your COD team."
Yeah, like nah. I know my limits.
Yeah,
right?
I literally take
I'm
3 steps
good.
out the spawn door and fall over. And that's my Call of Duty experience.
That's about man. But no. So Rivals is is still rivaling. The one thing that I did get to play this weekend that was in game pre well not well I guess it was like their preview weekend or whatever was the Wildgate game, and this is the one that is essentially Sea of Thieves in space. So it excuse me, goodness, it is multiplayer. So you start off. There it is. There, thank you. I didn't have
Discord takes way too long to bring that fucking thing up. I swear.
It's like 4 different clicks you got to get to it. So it has you go when you first boot in, you can choose from multiple characters, and they have kind of classes. Not I guess not really classes. They have like perks that are unique to them. Like the one character can one shot enemies if you can melee them. He's like a 4-armed strong character. Like he does more damage to ship systems with, melee damage. Like, cause there are ships that people can be flying that have locked doors. Like the base model, it just has like a basic door that you just, open whatever. But like once you level up and shit, you have like locked doors where you got to like blow it up to actually get on board their ships. But so you choose your character. It drops you in the match. Well, there's also weapons and stuff that you can pick because you have a loadout, you have a primary and a secondary weapon, and this is where you can kind of tailor your playstyle because there is like a healing gun that does heal and damage. The primary fire is heal, secondary does a damage beam, and then there's like the machine guns and pistols and rocket launchers that could set stuff on fire and just normal kind of weapon stuff. And then there's different devices like
does fire work in space?
Well, it on board ships. It does.
Oh, okay.
So
I was like, there's no
oxygen
there. How does fire work in space?
Yeah, no, no, you can't set nothing on fire outside, but like inside the ship. Cause like while you're fighting, well, I'll get to it. But anyway, so once you all kit it out, it drops you in a thing and it's 5 teams. 5 teams of 4 or 5. I can't remember. It's either 4 or 5. And then your each ship has, the usual stuff. There's shields, there's different turrets that are mounted on different spots around the ship. Excuse me. I am so congested. I apologize.
It's the
There's
weather.
different yeah, man, it's fucking Cincinnati. All these hard points where you can, because the game is very loot driven. So once the match starts, it kind of plays out kind of like Fortnite. So you're on your ship and you'll have PvE, different like spots around where you have to go and kill the unit, the stuff that's there. And then you get the loot, which is, upgraded weapons, components for your ship that make the shields better, or traps that you can put on other people's ship, and, that type of stuff. So you spend kind of the first part of the match, ideally, you want to be gearing up. So, and the maps are pretty huge. The whole objective is you have to find an artifact that is randomly placed in this randomly generated, part of the galaxy, and then you have to escape with it through the warp gate or the wild gate. And the first team to do that wins. So once the artifact is located by anybody, everybody on the map is shown where it's at. And then it just becomes this giant race to see who can actually get it to the finish line. So you want to gear up basically for that end game fight. That's ultimately what you're going to be doing. And so there's a combination of you have a jetpack on and you can freely come and go on your ship, as you please. You can fly through space. You have like this, it's like a yo-yo kind of thing. You throw it out and it'll like propel you forward so you can kind of get places faster. There's also thrusters that you can kind of ride on that will, propel you faster as well. So while you have teammates that are fight. So you have one guy flying the ship. You have other people, who are on the guns. And then you may have another guy who's like out trying to, get on board the enemy ship and cause some chaos, because you can overload their reactor and blow up, their ship like that, which forces them to have to, turn around and have to do shit. But then there's also repair work, because while your ship is getting fired on, the fires will break out inside. They'll bust open the hull damage, so the doors will break open and all the oxygen will escape, and then you'll die from asphyxiation. It sounds like a lot, but in practice, it's so much fun. It's so chaotic, and it's what I want from that Jumpgate game, because it's essentially the same thing. This is just more of a anime style. It's very very similar to, there was an MMO that came out that NCSoft did it was almost called Wild something. Can't remember. I thought it was Wildgate, but the art style is very similar to that game. So it's very kind of like Sea of Thieves, very very kind of cartoony. The little alien creatures are, waged from, there's a robot, which obviously won't lose oxygen, which is a bonus for him. There's another one that's like a fish in a bowl, like he's in the center of this like walking android thing. I don't know. It's got a little colorful cast. It definitely has some problems. Again, this was like an alpha test kind of thing for it. Like the audio cuts out while you're playing, which is, got on my nerves. There's, some balancing issues, because you will get just fucked up so fast. The nice thing is you respawn really fast. Because as soon as you die, you just come back on your ship. Like, for you guys to ultimately die, your ship has to be destroyed. So that's what will kill you. So you got to protect your ship at all costs. And you have, hull damage and shields that they have to get through. And there's, elemental stuff that plays into it. I think that this could be really good. This could be, a big deal. This seems to be where kind of like these games are headed to, with these like extraction type stuff. And while I'm not a fan of like the Tarkovs and shit like that, this Wildgate, especially the space thing, is 100% my jam. Like I have put a lot of hours in it this weekend. Even with its issues, it's pretty fun. So I'm looking forward to its release.
It's crazy that before you talked about it, I had never heard of this game.
Really?
Nope. There are so many games that are announced that like are these kinds of games that I'm just like, dude, I just don't care anymore.
and that's it. You get like overloaded with all of the different games because there's I think there's like a few of those that are kind of like the Ghost of Tsushima type games, like I think like the Chinese type sword and very fantasy type games that are coming out, like that I forgot about. I saw an ad for one that's coming to Xbox, the Into the Swallows or something like that. I don't know,
You're
but
talking about
there's
it's
so
not Wu Chang, is it?
that might be it. Maybe
Yeah, the
that's
only
it.
reason I know that one's because they're like pumping that one like a big Game Pass release or something.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but it's just so many different games that are coming out that are so similar now. But I 100% feel you. But this, I don't know if this is I don't know if it's like playing for Game Pass or any shit like that. But I 100% will buy this. Like this game is
Is
100% my
it
jam.
is it on everything? I guess I don't know.
Yes, it is supposed to be on everything. So it's going to be actually this test was what is it, crossplay? Crossplay. So you could play with Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. So I guess it's everything but Switch. I don't know about
So
Switch 2.
far, what was I gonna say? So
Yeah, I was
far,
about to say. Right.
Switch 2 about to up its game.
It surely is.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get them over here.
I mean, they got Cyberpunk on it. If it can run Cyberpunk, it can run whatever the game's called. Wildgate?
Wildgate.
Dude, there's a game called Slipgate. There's like 40 games with the word gate in it.
You're right. You are absolutely right.
Why? Like, I don't understand. When you say the word Wildgate, the last thing that I think of when you say that is
space.
I'm sorry.
I get it.
Like,
no, I get it.
It sounds like a like animal wrangler game or something. You know, get him on by the Wildgate. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I 100% understand. WildStar, that's the game that NCSoft made, the MMO.
Okay.
That has a similar yeah, like that. If it was called WildStar, that maybe okay. That's
WildStar sounds
related.
like a space bounty hunter anime.
That's about how I mean, it was an MMO, but yeah, like it's vibe of it. Yeah, that's yeah.
See the name fits that one. Wildgate, it could be.
I know.
It could be a wrangling game, or it could be a jet ski racing game. That's another thing I think of when I hear Wildgate.
Yes, it could. It could be a jet
but a
ski
space PvE game? Nah, that's not really hitting it with me with Wildgate.
And yeah, because like I said, the thing that you escape through is called the Wild Gate, and it's like I guess because Stargate was taken, they were like, well, shit, we got to call it something.
You could call it Nebula Gate or Galaxy Gate. You had to call it Wild Gate.
Nope, Wild Gate. That's what it was.
Okay,
but listen, awful naming aside, the game is pretty dope. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I played some more, a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds.
That game, like, it was big when it came out, and I'm not saying it didn't sell, but like people just like at least with people here who play it, like just stopped talking about it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So you know what? I think it is those quiet people that are still grinding and play the ones that I go on there and they're level 300 and something, which I'm so curious what Jay's level is. I might be able to look at that because he's on my friend list on there.
I mean, I'm sure it's ungodly.
People, oh my God. Their thing. He was like 200 and something at launch. Mm-hmm. Like, Jesus. I think I'm just now 60 and I'm like, damn. Like I don't know. Like they go hard with that game. I just like to go in there and beat up a monster for a little bit and then kind of, get off. So it just kind of scratches the itch.
Just get on, slap a T-Rex, get off, whatever.
Basically, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm there for. I play. Oh, so on the PlayStation because I got tricked. I didn't get tricked. I should have canceled it right when I did it because I had to sign up for the premium thing. I didn't have to get the premium, but I wanted to try that trial. But I needed my cloud saves on the PlayStation, and I forgot to cancel it. So they got me for another month. It's canceled now because I'm like, damn, I don't want to pay this. It's canceled now. But I realized that Ratchet and Clank, Rift in Time, is on their service, like the whole thing, not just the trial. So I've been playing that. Wow, that's a really fun game. Like I've always enjoyed the Ratchet and Clank games. I don't think I've beaten all of them, but they've always been a lot of fun. This one is so it's really good. I like the dual the dual characters. That's pretty dope. The Portal thing is
it's a gimmick. It's
okay, because I'm like, because it's like the first couple of times that you use it, that you pull yourself kind of through them. And then the one where you go through it and it's like a whole kind of different level. Like I was just kind of messing around and I was like, I don't understand what's supposed to be like the huge.
It's just because it loads 2 levels. Like it was a tech thing. The coolest part of that is there's a chase sequence, I think, later in the game where you go through like 5 different areas. That one's really cool.
Okay, damn, yeah, that sounds cool. Okay.
But like most of it is just like, okay, well that's neat. Like the first time you see it, and then after that you're just kind of like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then Psychonauts 2 did it, and it was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember I remember being impressed with that. I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, oh, damn, that's the whole. Wow. All right, you spin the camera, you could see, and like there's nothing behind it. Like you'd have to. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, well, technology, but no, it's really fun.
It's a great game. It's a great game.
Yeah, and it's like fun in the truest sense. Like there is no, you just sit back and relax. I'm not on the edge of my seat. Yeah. Like it's a good time. I'm laughing at the little jokes and shit that they're, I definitely am digging it. Let's see what else. I only played it for like a second. Because I was just like, man, I'm gonna play something a little different. That Immortals of Avium, I played it for like 20 minutes and then I installed it. That's not a
great game.
No, it's just, and then I think you said it even when you reviewed it, like the spells and stuff they're just guns. They're just colored guns.
Yeah.
You got a shotgun blast, you got a machine gun, you got a sniper shot. Like it's just, I don't know. I wish it was more than I guess what it, ended up being.
Yeah, the intro kind of gets you pumped. Like it looks like it's going to be like this big epic thing, and then when you get into the actual game, it's like, oh, you're boring. Okay.
Yep. Then I'm like, like the couple of enemies that I fought, because I got to all that, I went through the whole intro thing, and I got, became one of them, and and now they're being invaded and stuff, and I was like, man, this is not good.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that was pretty much it. The next one, or the other game that I'm playing that I'm going to write the review for, you'll have it here soon, is the Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days. So listen, this is on PC only right now. I did not know this going in. I didn't realize this was an early access game, but it is. So it's not the full. They don't have everything, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of boring. It's extraordinarily similar to This War of Mine. If you recall that game,
I remember that game. Yeah, depressing ass fucking video game.
Yeah. So now take This War of Mine, throw in zombies and, some melee combat, and you got Into the Dead. Like literally, it's the same thing. So you start off and you pick your pair of characters that have, different, buffs and debuffs, and it's, your base building. You have to scavenge for different stuff. So you start off on a base and you'll go to a little table and then you'll plot out where you're going. So you'll have a couple of points opened up right away, and you'll go there. And that's like, that ends the day. So like you'll load into this place where you're going for this, for this day, and you'll go and scavenge. And there might be some zombies to kill. There might be some loot to find. There may be what is those things? A telescope. And if there's a telescope, that's going to open up other points of interest that you can explore. And then this is kind of wash, rinse, repeat. And you're going to have the kind of same dilemmas that you have in This War of Mine. You'll have people that will come, to your base that are, want, help. Like they may want to come in or something. But then you got to decide, like, are they going to be friends, or are they going to come in here and just, shank us and steal our shit, which happens. And I ended a run that way. So like you have to balance, who you trust, and build relationships with and trade with and stuff like that. It's so God, like it literally is this warped mind with zombies. Like I don't know. And it's in color, I guess. That game was more like in black and white. It takes place in the 80s. So the color scheme and like the towns and stuff look like, 80s movies type. Well, I mean, shit, we grew up in the 80s. It looked like shit looked like back then. Like the color scheme and decoration. Like I'm over here like, yeah, like Freddy Krueger movies. It looked like the sets of that. I'm like, wait, I was alive during all that. Yeah.
Gremlins. Yeah, we're there.
Yeah. Lots of wood paneling and shit,
These kids don't know about the wood paneling.
Man, Lord, I don't know why everybody thought that was just.
Dude, I don't know.
It's a different time.
Hi-fi stereos, Yep.
It's just it's pretty boring. It's pretty boring. Like I say, it's not early access, so they don't have everything that's in the game. They have a pretty deep roadmap that they have, where I guess they're shooting for 1.0 later this year. And some of the stuff they're talking about adding is like, mutators and, different variations to some of the random world events and stuff that happens and stuff, like just the normal stuff. So right now it's just kind of the bare minimum of the game. I don't know if the stuff that they're talking about adding is really going to make that much of an impact for me. Because I just think the core kind of loop is pretty slow, and it's just boring to me. But I guess if you like those kind of base builders where it's a lot of stealth, a lot of micromanaging type stuff, then you may actually enjoy it. It does run really well on the Steam Deck, so I think it might be verified, or they're close to verification for that, but it does run really well on Steam Deck. So you can use a controller. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes to console at some point, but yeah. So like I said, I'll get the review out or over to you this week for that. But yeah, it's not going to be a good one. I will tell you that. Just spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. It's
But yeah, I feel like that's it. I'm sure I played other stuff. Like I fucked her. Oh, I messed around in VR. With No Man's Sky, like I told Ryan, that is a different experience versus playing it on a flat screen versus VR. And I honestly don't know which one I like more. Like the VR thing is cool because you're kind of in the world. And so you see because in No Man's Sky, you can make your character, whatever kind of alien and all this other stuff. So you see your character's hands, in this, and it doesn't do the where you can actually like walk through the world like some of the games do, like Batman and so a lot of them.
Batman.
It does the locomotion. He's dead. It does the locomotion type thing where you teleport. So you use the right stick. Or excuse me, the left stick and it puts up like a little indicator on the ground, and then once you let it go, you just teleport to that position. So yeah, it kind of works like that. So I kind of missed the being able to kind of walk around, but it's kind of the real cool factor is when you're in your ship and you're actually grabbing and touching these different buttons and stuff like that. It's super cool. It's really neat. Now. When it comes to actually playing it and trying to do something. So, I'm flying through space. I landed on planets. I dug in the ground and kind of walked around, teleported around. I was like, oh, that's neat. This is really cool. I got into space. And I'm like, oh shit, I got a combat mission. Okay, it's up now. So let me go over here. I'm about to fight these, pirates. Oh my God. I got blown up. I don't know. It is so difficult. So when you're playing the game with a controller, when you're fighting, you have like a lock-on button where it will literally, as long as I think it's like the left trigger, you hold on to it, it'll keep your ship aimed at that enemy. And I don't think I realized how much I really need that. Because
Oh
you
yeah, because
don't
you
have
suck
that
at
in this.
aiming. Yeah.
Yes. So you have to, aim your ship and lead the ship. Man, they were zooming past me, and I'm looking up and over. I'm like, oh, where'd it go? I'm trying to, and I got blown up. I was like, yeah, I think this will just be a kind of, oh, neat. Okay, I'm done. If I'm really going to play this game, it's going to be just on Xbox.
I think that's the biggest problem with VR with me in general is like I play and I'm like, oh, this is neat. And then I'm like, but there's no way in hell I could play like a full on ass game like this. Like, I don't know.
Listen, it's taking me forever to finish Batman, that Arkham Shadows game, and it is a phenomenal game. But like you said, just the overall stuff with VR, I don't know, and I think it's less about the novelty of it because I think it's super neat even in Batman, but it's very physical too. Like you have to throw the punches in Batman. So it's not just pressing a button. So I'm fucking performing Taibo, you know what I mean? Like Billy Blanks in my living room
Jesus
while I'm
Christ.
playing this game. Yeah. So you're fucking getting a workout while you're playing. So it's taking me so long to get through it. And it's really fun. But a lot of the stuff is like that. But then you're also right, like this, like No Man's Sky, it's a novelty thing, I think, for me. I'm sure there are people that are probably really good at it. But I couldn't. I maybe hit those ships like one time. I was like, holy crap, there is no way. So, yeah. But that's it. I think that's all I played. You go ahead. I've talked a lot.
No, you're good. Let me think about this. The best way to tackle this. I messed around a little bit with the Tekken season 2 pass that has Anna. Yeah, it's Anna. I always get Anna and Nina confused. She's really fun. She's really fun to play. So going back to Tekken 8 was really good. So I can't complain to have more content for that game. I know a lot of the tournament players were upset at the patch or something because it like changed a bunch of moves, and I'm just like, I don't know, still plays like Tekken to me.
Yeah, I be seeing that stuff, and that'd be my feeling. I'm like, well, still plays how I remember, so I'm good.
Yeah, like I'm not invested in it like I am like an Overwatch where they make a change. I'm like, what the fuck were you doing?
Right.
What made you think it was okay to buff this character? What is wrong with you? Like, so, yeah, Tekken, I don't know. I just mash some buttons because I suck at it. So, but whatever.
Same.
I played, so I've had it for a little while, and I need to write up a review. It's not like there's a whole lot different, but for some reason they remastered the Talos Principle, which is not that old.
No, it's not.
But it's called the Talos Principle Reawakened, and it contains like 3 different campaigns. I'm assuming like 2 of them were DLC, because I never played past the first game. But it contains all that. Like, I guess it looks and runs a little better, but like I need to like read what was changed because it's been so long since I played the first one, and now I'm playing this one. I'm like, it feels like the Talos Principle, which is a great fucking game.
Yeah.
But like, what was the? I don't know if this was just like here we go, let's just put everything in a package kind of deal, or if they actually did some stuff because I couldn't tell. But maybe that's just me being stupid. I checked out Assassin's Creed Shadows on the PS5 Pro because everybody just kept talking about how good it looked, how good it looked, how good it looked. God damn, that's a game changer.
Really?
That shit looks like almost the quality mode running at 60 frames a second.
Oh, wow.
It is,
okay.
It is beautiful. And it was also my first experience with Ubisoft's, like, Play Anywhere, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
So I booted up Assassin's Creed Shadows on my PS5. It automatically pulled down my save from the Xbox and gave me all the trophies.
That's nice.
So
that's nice.
And then like my save now, I can go play on either one that I want to play on, and it just saves it, and my progress continues.
Hell yeah. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's seamless as long as you're logged into whatever Ubisoft, whatever the fuck they call it now.
Yeah, Connect or so. You know
Yeah.
what? I don't know what they've changed it. I don't know what it's called, but yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
But yeah, as long as you're logged into that, like I didn't even have to do anything. Like I just booted up Assassin's Creed Shadows on the PS5 and it was just like, "Oh, welcome back. Here's your characters."
Yeah, that's dope.
So, yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, wow, if you've got a PS5 Pro, that's the version to get. Holy shit. Uh yeah, we talked about blueprints. Like I said, I booted up. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not ready for this."
Like to build a house. Yeah.
Um So a couple indie games that kind of stuck out to me this week. There's one called Pocket Bravery, and essentially this is like a
Oh, I saw that fighting game.
yeah, it's basically a modern day Neo Geo Pocket fighting game. And it's pretty
Neat.
cool. The game whooped my ass the first time I played it. It's very hard. But I like it. It's I mean it's what you'd expect. It's like a Street Fighter with like smaller designed characters. Some of them are really like wild and out there. The pixels look good. It runs well. It's a good game. Another one that I checked out, and I don't know what to make of this game. I don't even know what this game is. And I played it for like 45 minutes. So this game is called Promise Mascot Agency. Let me see if I can sum this up.
I know what it is.
It's like a. First off, it's really weird.
It's very weird. Yes.
So you've
I
played
actually am
this.
enjoying it. Yes, I played the demo. I wanted to. I was going to review it. I just figured they didn't send it to us.
It came in the indie games like I did. We didn't get like a code.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
So it just showed
Yeah.
up in the weekly ID at Xbox stuff, and like I was like, okay, this looks like it has some cool art. This motherfucking game feels like a Quentin Tarantino movie
Mm-hmm.
that is an anime.
Mm-hmm.
It is a visual novel, kind of, but
Yeah.
it's like you drive a truck around. You're a janitor that works for like the mob,
the Yakuza.
yeah, and like you go to this dead town and you're trying to resurrect the mascot business.
Yep. Because in this world, there are man. This story is wacky as hell. Like
Dude, I got in a fight with this mascot at the hotel, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Yep. It's this big open world narrative like management simulator. Like the majority of the game is you managing these mascots. Like you'll send them out on, assignments and stuff. And I'm sure you saw they have, pluses and minuses to skills and shit like that. But you drive around in that truck. You can go in the water in that truck too. I don't know if you know that.
Dude,
you can
there's
ramp
like
off stuff.
The mascot sitting in the back of the truck, just like back there, just bobbing his head. Like, what?
The severed Pinky.
Yeah.
Pinky is hilarious.
But that's the other part about this game that is crazy. It's all fully voiced.
Yes. Yeah. And the dude, the main character, I can't think of his name, is actually that's your boy.
The dude from
Kiryu.
Yakuza. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. They got him to voice
He
the
literally
main
is playing
character.
Kiryu in this game.
Yeah,
Except he's
yeah.
a janitor carrying a broom around with sandals on.
Yep.
Dude,
Yep.
what is this fucking game?
It is crazy. It's gotten good reviews. Like I'm not too far into it, but yeah, it totally the whole bulk of it is a management simulator with some just crazy fucking mascots, like with side stories and stuff. Like the town is like cursed. Like every Yakuza that comes here like gets killed. So there's like a bunch of, kind of micro mysteries, I guess you got to solve throughout the whole thing. But at its core, it's, you trying to run this mascot agency.
I don't know what this game is. Like
For the severed thumb.
Yeah, with a thumb and a pinky and like whatever the fuck are we doing here? This game is weird.
Have you met the tofu? I think that's
I haven't met the
one.
tofu
The crying
yet.
tofu. Okay.
But
yeah,
like
you'll
when
meet
you
him.
first get like at the beginning of the game, you've got your normal like here's this really like aggressive lady. There is like the one guy, and then there's this fucking like looks like a big fat sumo like
That's the thumb.
Yeah, the thumb is all like one piece,
That's-
and he's like, I'm mad. I'm like, what are you?
It's a severed thumb. That's Pinky's father.
Christ.
Because he's like the Yakuza boss. He doesn't claim Pinky. That's the whole thing. But he's actually. Yeah, this game is fucking wild.
Dude, I don't know. Like I spent 45 minutes just like staring at the screen, like, what am I playing?
Yep. Yeah, it is. It's wild. So it's from the people, and I've heard a lot about this game, but I've never played it. The Paradise Killer.
I've seen people talk about that, but
I
can't remember if I've played it. Let me look it up because I might have played it.
And I think that the one girl that everybody fell in love with on E3, Ikumi.
Oh, the from Bethesda from Mikami Studio.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I think she worked on this too. Yeah, or had something to do with it.
I recognize the artwork for Paradise Killer, but I don't know that I've actually played it.
See, I know I haven't. It looks cool though.
I wonder
but
if
I hear a lot of people say it's great. Like I've heard that it's just phenomenal.
I gotta know if I own this game because I don't know if I own this game. Yes, I own this game. I don't know that I've ever actually booted it up. I don't. Maybe.
Well, look, now you got something to mess with. There you go.
I guess, man. Yeah. So yeah, that was interesting. I played that. What else did I play? I mean, I obviously play Rock Band and play Overwatch. I spent a lot of this weekend. So this is another funny story. So like I've kind of gotten into like reviewing like TVs and stuff. And I've been doing a lot of the TCL stuff, and they've mostly been, very good TVs. So about a month ago, when I reviewed their first TV that came out, they sent me the wrong size. So we're on the list for a 65-inch, but they sent a 55 with that one. Okay. It was fine. I went ahead and reviewed it. It's a solid budget entry TV. It was fine at 55 inches. So they released their new one, which is the 7, which is kind of the mid-tier. And it showed up on Friday, and it's 75 inches. I'm like...
Oh, they upgraded you.
Like, yeah, I was like, are we playing a game here? Like, is it every size but the one?
Yeah.
So, as it turns out, if you looked on the packing thing, it wasn't mine. So whoever unloaded it from the truck gave me somebody else's TV.
Nice. So somebody else got a 65. Like, oh, well, I guess that. Okay, well.
Yeah. So I ended up with the 75.
Oh, well.
So
Oh yeah.
I didn't think 75 was that much bigger than 65. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine's a 77, and it's a big. I'm not going to go smaller than a 77. Like I don't know if I want to go as high as that one that I got from you. That was 85.
85, yeah.
That was huge, man. That was fucking huge.
Yeah, that thing was that was too big.
Yeah, I think I'm cool at that. But yeah, the 70s. That's where it's at, man.
I don't know for how close I sit to it though. Like it's taking me a little to adjust to it. It's taking me a little to adjust to it. But I will say, you have no idea how excited, because you know how much I love that 8 model from last year.
Mm-hmm.
This 7 model is pretty much on par with that 8 model from last year. So, man, the 8 model this year is going to be fucking...
Hell yeah.
75 inches, man. I was playing some shit. It's like blowing in my face, My reticle in Overwatch is so much bigger now. I'm like, I can shoot everybody in the head right here. But no, it's a fan. They've got a new panel on it that makes it better from viewing angles and does really good contrast. It is a really nice ass TV. But yeah. I had to get shit this weekend because I got boxes of TVs in the house. When we move, I'm going to put a TV in every room.
Man, that's the dream. That's the dream. I want to put one in the bathroom. My wife keep
Yeah, I don't think I'm
Nah.
gonna be allowed to do that one.
Yeah, she won't. She won't let me.
Yeah, but I'll get one in every other room. I promise you. I got the setup. I got it. It's gonna happen. But yeah, so I'm reviewing that. I've only had it for one day, but so far I'm extremely impressed. And then what was funny is like I was testing everything to hook it back up. Like this TV's so fucking big, I don't even need lights on the back of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the corners of the screen are the fucking lights. It's crazy. But as I was like hooking everything back up, and I was testing different stuff, so I was like testing the PlayStation, which I beat the last two Astrobot levels, which were not hard at all, which was kind of because I had trouble with like the first or the second one. It took me quite a few tries. Like I did both of the last two in like 3 tries.
Dang.
But the bots that they gave you for these two were Sir Galahad from the Order 1886, and then the last one is Ezio from Assassin's Creed.
Ugh, fucking Ezio.
Man, there are 323 bots in that game, and it's just like I still just walk around the hub world and just like stare at them. I'm like, this is so fucking
and they're
cool.
still adding bots. That's crazy.
Well, I think this was the last one, the Ezio one. I think.
Oh, are they moving on now?
I don't know. I like maybe they'll do another DLC pack, but everything they put out so far has been free. Like, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. Because I mean, there's a lot of bots in there, but it's still crazy. There's no Final Fantasy bots. Like that's so weird to me. So yeah, I was messing around with the PS5, got that set up, messing around with the Xbox, got that set up, and then I got the Switch out, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna hook this up. And I was like, I played Mario Kart and I played Tears of the Kingdom, and I got so pissed because I was playing Tears of the Kingdom. I'm like, this game is so fucking good. I was like, all right, I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna play it. I was like, wait, I gotta wait.
Yeah, you should.
And it's killing me to wait. It's killing me to wait because like
but it's gonna be worth it.
I literally jump in this game just to look at it on a screen, just kind of test it, see how it looks, and I play for 45 minutes. That fucking game is so good. So fucking good. Like that's all I wanted to play. I just wanted to play Tears of the Kingdom after I got in there and started playing around with it. But I didn't.
It definitely is really good.
I'm gonna wait and play that. And then I'm playing a couple things that I can't talk about. I can talk about one of them next week, and I think the other one's going to be a few weeks out. I think it's end of April or maybe beginning of May for one of them.
Dang.
I'll give you a hint. They're fighting for my time.
Okay.
So that should kind of tell you what they are. I don't think we can say that we're playing them, so that's all I'm going to say.
I haven't seen any picture. You know how they do.
Oh yeah, there's a time.
But I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I got 2 games. One of them's not out. At least
one of them.
One of them's not out for over a month. But I'm allowed to talk about part of it next week. And then the other one I think is out at the end of this month or beginning of May. And I don't know when I can talk about that one. A lot of fucking games. And what's crazy is like I can confirm to you that it is not Claire Obscure, which is still crazy that there's no review codes out for that game, at least that I know
of. Wait, ain't that? Is that next week?
That's the 24th, I think.
Yeah, so it's 2 weeks. Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think that's out in 2 weeks.
Like, man.
It's like 30, somebody said online, I think it's like 30 hours, which isn't a hateful RPG.
No, not at all.
I guess you could do that in a week. I mean, that's like a job.
Right.
Put in your 30 hours of Claire Obscure this week, did you? You don't get overtime for side quests.
Because I'm looking at this list, I think I'm going to end up getting that Days Gone.
Do you own the original?
I do.
Well, then you get it for $10, so why not?
Yeah, because I haven't actually beaten it. Because I installed that,
brother,
and I was going to play it, and I was like, I'm gonna wait. I know we've talked about it.
That game just does not end.
Yeah, that's what.
It's way too fucking long. I'm sorry. Like, I enjoyed that game, but it just goes on and on and on and on.
I got you. That's what Anthony. I think Anthony said the same thing about it.
Yeah, when you think you're at the end, like, it opens up a whole new fucking island.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're
Yeah.
like, Jesus, okay, wow, goddamn. All right, well, let's talk about what is out this week. It's kind of it's not a big week, but we got Chains of Freedom, Finding Frankie, which I want to check that out. Like, they asked me if we wanted to review it, and I was like, I just legitimately don't have time or anybody to review this. But it's like a horror game where you're doing parkour shit to get away from these monsters that look like, Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Oh, okay.
It looks cool. Yeah, I want to check it out, so maybe I'll check that out. Also, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 is out, so, Godspeed to Finding Frankie, I guess.
Right.
Hot Rod Mayhem, Lost Records, Bloomin' Rage Tape 2. I didn't even know that was episodic, but here we are.
I didn't either.
Lush Foil Photography Sim, Nicoderico, the Magical World Director's Cut, which is a free upgrade. That game is great if you haven't played it. Drug Dealer Simulator.
Bruh.
Okay. We have a bunch of fucking Minecraft kids out here slinging meth.
That's what the #1 game on Steam is. It's Schedule 1, which is essentially Drug Dealer Simulator, but with more. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's what everybody is playing is Schedule 1. And I'm like, okay, so we're all
trying to sell some crack.
Meth, store. Yeah, like yeah. I'm like, okay, well, all right.
Moving Houses, Starlight Riders, Hyperjump, Biz Builder Deluxe, iRobot, Layla, Mandragora, The Whispers of the Witch Tree, Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Ultimate, Timpopo, Kimco RPG Selection Volume 4, and Orphans.
Okay.
Indiana Jones coming to PlayStation this week. Rusty Rabbit is another game out. What else we got? Anything? Gree? I guess that's another physical version, I guess. Alright, Switch, real quick. Just want some funnies. Give me some funnies. You gonna load page? There we go. What do we got on Switch? Oh, we got another Dual Threat with Cozy Earth, Hawaii Island, Love Anime Boys, and Love Anime Girls. Hentai Puzzle Cyber Girls. There's a game called I Am Busy Digging a Hole. Okay. Jesus, some of these are just like, because they're on the Switch, it makes it worse. But there's a game called Sneaky All-Nighter.
Nice.
Oh, is this out this week? On the Switch thing, it shows the Lunar Remastered Collection is out this week. I didn't see that on the other list. It's on everything. Is that really this week?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on the 18th. Yep.
Well, I'll talk about that next week. Because I've been playing that for like 3 weeks, too. I didn't know it was out next week.
Man, those are good games.
I should probably go back and I don't need to play through both of them. Obviously, I just need to see what they did to them. But
yeah,
that first game's intro, oh man, takes me back.
Mm-hmm.
I had just moved out on my own when that game came out. I was sharing an apartment with somebody I knew from work. I was eating lots of Pop-Tarts and pizza and drinking lots of alcohol. I mean, that's what you do when you're like 18 years old.
Those days.
You know?
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Shit.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure our apartment was just beer cans and pizza boxes. I'm pretty sure that's all it was.
Yeah, man. The early ones, that's how it looked.
Yeah.
It is.
That's all the funny games I can see on here, at least for this week. I wonder if the Switch 2 is going to be as bad. I assume it will be.
Oh my god, yeah, it definitely will be. It definitely
Be
will
the
be.
sequel to Hentai Anime Bottle Girls or some shit, part 2.
Yep.
All right.
You know what I didn't play this week for real, and I
Yeah.
have to circle back at some point. South of Midnight. I have
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I didn't. I didn't mess with it. I was looking at my Xbox and I was like, damn, it's installed and everything.
It's kind of
I need to
crazy.
actually
Like,
play it.
the conversation around that game just kind of fell off a cliff. It's a
I know.
good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's just the gameplay loop is not great, but like the
Mhm.
story carries it, so that makes it a better. I don't know. I like that game a lot myself.
I mean, that's what I want to play for is the story, and I've heard the music is really good.
Oh, the music's
Um,
fantastic. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not like there's certain games you just know what to expect from. Like, I'm not playing this because I want to feel like Dante. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
it's not going to give me that kind of combat. So, yeah.
That's why I told people when I was talking about it, I was like, man, just throw the combat down on easy because it really is just repetitive and just if you don't care about the combat, just turn it off. They give you the option. Like that is not even the point of the
Oh,
game.
yeah, that's kind of interesting. I may try that because, yeah, I just want to experience the story. Like, I don't need to fight any. I mean, I guess you probably have to fight the bosses, probably.
Yeah, I think you still
Or
have
do
to
you
fight the
even?
bosses probably because those are kind of
Okay,
story
that I
driven.
do want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I do want to do. But yeah, I don't need to do the rest
The
of the
little
shit. I'll do the
arena
platforming.
things are just kind of there. Like they're
Gotcha.
yeah. I don't. Anytime I saw one, they were more like a checklist that I needed to get done to continue the part that I wanted to do. So.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let me pull up the news here. So the Xbox Games Summer Showcase was announced. This year they're going to have another direct afterwards. This time it's going to be for the Outer Worlds 2. This is
Man,
on June 8th at 10 a.m. And
I'll be
also,
there.
no in-person fan fest this year. And I think that's smart. Microsoft's getting away from like Sony and Nintendo both neither do it. And I think it's smart because I can't imagine first of all the smell. But number two,
Bruh.
the booing when they put the words PlayStation and Switch 2 on the screen from these fucking
Yeah.
the people that go to those fan fests, some of them are fine, but a lot of them are really, really toxic Xbox
Mm-hmm.
people, and I don't like them any more than I like the PlayStation ones. Y'all are fucking weird.
I didn't even think about that as a reason to not do it, but that's a really because yeah, they are positioning themselves to be third party
Mm-hmm.
for so yeah, that would be ugly
Yeah.
from those toxic fans that are there. So yeah, that is a very good reason to not do it.
See those little Xbox YouTubers like, man, PlayStation sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome for all our great games.
Yep. Oh god, it's just so weird. Like this company is not going to sleep with you. You know what I mean? Like,
No, they are
like
not.
your Xbox, your piece of plastic. It's not gonna marry
I've
you,
seen
guys.
some
Like, I don't.
motherfucker. I've seen some motherfucker out there kiss his PS5 Pro on Twitter this week.
What the fuck? What are we doing?
I don't
Like,
know.
God,
And it was over
man.
Indiana Jones. He's like, my $700 box plays the best version of Indiana Jones, and he kissed it. I was like, what are you?
Just maidenless behavior.
What?
Like,
If I saw you in public, I would kick you straight in the dick
100%,
and just be
100%.
like,
Because
you earned all of that, fucking weirdo.
yeah, just weirdos. But yeah, looking forward to the Xbox. I tell you what, I don't care about is the Outer Worlds too. Because
Really?
Did you see the gameplay that I think it was IGN. They had that first.
The last time I
this
saw
week.
the game was the trailer from whatever the last Xbox thing was.
Gotcha. Okay, so they had a gameplay thing up on IGN this week. It may just be the dude that's playing it because when they do that shit, and I hate that. I don't. It's like they're pandering almost because I don't know no nigga who plays a video game when they load in, they literally don't push the stick all the way forward to move. They just walk. very slowly and scan each rock and environment, looking around like they're turning their heads. Like, who does that?
Nobody.
Do you do that? Like, what the fuck? I hate when they do. And that's how they showcase this gameplay. I'm like, first of all, I don't give a fuck what that rock right there. It looks like a rock. Move to the action, sir. Like, why is it? What are we doing? Like, anyway, it looked.
Yeah, I wish we didn't focus on that shit so much. Like, I was watching a video this week and I can't remember what it was for. But I think it was for Mario Kart 8. And like they were slowing down and showing the detail in Mario Kart 8 on the like on the sides between the tracks. And I'm like, motherfucker, I when I'm flying through at 200 cc's, I don't see this shit. Like,
ain't nobody. Hold on, guys. I want to look at this grass.
Ain't nobody in Mario Kart ever hit the brake. Okay.
Right. Let me look at this grass. Hold on.
Yeah, like I'm gonna stop and drive around and like look at this like, oh well, this uses ambient occlusion and cube maps. Like, bitch, I don't care.
Right.
That shit's like, flying by at like 60 miles an hour. I ain't seeing it.
We're focusing on the wrong thing. Like, and I feel like maybe that I'll wait until this thing.
It's Game Pass.
But I wasn't. Oh, that's right. That's
so
right.
Who cares?
So
like,
yeah, that's true.
Just download the bitch and play it.
Run it. Hell yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
Also interesting in this news is that Toys for Bob co-studio head Paul Yan said in an interview that he would love to work on a new Banjo-Kazooie game. And Toys for Bob is in an agreement with Microsoft to build their next game with Microsoft.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What if it's... Man, that would make a lot of people happy.
I'd be so happy. All you got to do at the showcase is for the lights to go down, and then you just hear the banjo start playing, and he goes, and that's it. I'm good.
Wow. That's enough to get everything. I got you.
I'm good. We're good. Sony is bringing back animated backgrounds to PlayStation 5. I got this update. They're fine. I feel the same way about I feel the same way about the Xbox ones. I'm like, they're fine.
I do. Yeah, I think it was the PlayStation 3 when Sony had like themes and stuff. I don't know. I thought that was super cool back then. I had wished Xbox would do it, and now I'm just like, yeah.
I don't.
It's fine.
I don't care. Like I think my Xbox background has been the same for like ever.
Mine was too. I changed it to the little 50th anniversary thing.
I haven't even seen that one.
I saw that.
I haven't even seen that one. Yeah,
it's got like a bunch of there. It's so funny too because there's so many like, and I mean they own them now, so why the fuck not? But it's like the Doom character and Arthas is back there and Call of Duty.
Yeah. Might as well. You own it,
right? So.
I think the PlayStation ones, like there's a Ghost of Tsushima one, there's a Astrobot one, there's like a Ratchet and Clank one. Surprised there wasn't maybe there is, but I just ignore it. Like Last of Us one because they're going to sell you that fucking game again.
I saw that, and it's called Complete.
Yeah, it's called The Last of Us.
Are they not doing a 3?
Yeah, I don't think they're doing a 3. I think it's just going to be the TV show.
Okay.
So that thing is out now digitally on PS5, physical edition coming in July. That son of a bitch is $110.
I saw that on my play. I was like, holy shit.
How many times are you going to sell us this fucking game?
Right. And people still going to buy it.
Oh, yeah. People were buying it immediately. The same people who were like, I'm not paying $80 for Mario Kart are like, $110 for 2 games I already own. Absolutely.
Yep.
I was watching a video. You know what one of the things included in the physical one is?
Lord. What is it?
It's a thank you letter from Neil Druckmann.
I mean, I guess it's the least he could do after, you done bought the game 5 different times at this point. Like,
I'm sorry, but if you own that game and you buy this, I have no respect for you. There is nothing in that thing. There's nothing in that thing that makes it worth it.
I just...
Sony just like, you know what? We ain't got no games other than all these Xbox games. We're going to say Last of Us again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so like... I like that show. I am looking forward to the new season, which I think starts tonight, actually. But I'm so sick of hearing about The Last of Us.
Same. But
Like that,
again, I haven't watched the show, and I don't like the game.
The show is really good, but between that and
I'll have to watch it.
Horizon, Sony, please stop trying to shove those two franchises down my throat. I'm so sick of hearing about them. It's like Halo Forza Gears level of shut the fuck up and show me something else.
Yeah. Yep. I 100% agree. Because isn't there a Horizon show coming? Like on Amazon?
There was one. I think it's still coming. I have no clue. They haven't talked about it in so long. I have no idea. Like I think they're doing a God of War show and an Astrobot movie.
That's the one that's on Amazon. Yeah, God of War.
I can't keep up with it. So far, no hardware increases, but Sony is raising the prices for PlayStation Plus tiers in Latin America starting April 16th. And for ongoing subs on June 24th, they also announced the price hike for Australia. It's only a matter of time. It's coming here.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I'd expect Xbox to kind of follow suit if this whole situation continues to go the way it's been going. I don't know. I feel like every day we wake up and something's like, oh, well, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. We're not going to do that.
Every day. Yes. Like oh my God. Like it's so disorganized. Like sometimes we get changes in the middle of the day. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. I at this point, I'm like, if I was like in this process, I'd be like, you just bullshitting. Like you showing your hand. You bluffing at this point.
100%. Like nobody does like folds this wish-washy. Like dude. Anyway.
PlayStation Plus Premium Extra for April 2025. So here you go. You can check this out while you still have to pay for that. Hogwarts Legacy, Blueprints, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage Tape 2, EA Sports PGA Tour, Battlefield 1, Plate Up, and then for the classics, we got Alone in the Dark 2 and War of the Monsters.
I mean, I guess War of the Monsters.
But you could already buy that.
Can you?
Yeah, it's a PS2 on PS4 game. It was released like fucking 5-6 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought this was... so the stuff that they add on there from this is just stuff that's already been... I thought this was like new stuff.
It's like supposed it was the first to be.
Time.
But War of the Monsters has been there forever. Like, I own it. I've played it multiple times on my PS5.
Nice.
So
I did not realize that. That was a fun game back in the day.
Yeah, but it's way too fucking hard.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What else we got here? From Software owns the rights to the Dusk Bloods and will publish it in Japan. Nintendo is the publisher outside of Japan. I think the whole reason this conversation is happening is because at some point they think it's going to come to other things.
I could see that.
Which I don't care. It's PvE, PvE, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not what I thought it was, for sure. But I'm curious. I'm going to keep an eye on it.
Astrobot won Game of the Year at the BAFTAs. So another Game of the Year for that one. Deserved. Great game. Disney Illusion Island is apparently coming to PlayStation and I guess Xbox.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
That one.
Yeah, that game looked cool. I always wanted to play it, so maybe I'll check it out now.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be out May 30th, this is weird because it was published by Nintendo on the Switch. So, what else we got? The Minecraft movie made $300 million. The budget was only $157 million. So, the Devil May Cry anime got renewed, which I guess I can check that out now. My wife wanted to get Netflix back, so here I am paying for ungodly amounts of Netflix. But I did take advantage of it because I'm watching the new season of Black Mirror.
Any good?
Bro, that first episode fucked me up.
Okay.
Just need to watch it because it's... What's the word I'm looking for here? It's ironic that show is on Netflix for that first episode.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm okay. Okay.
So yeah. So I'll probably check out the Devil May Cry anime now that I have.
I have. Yeah, we have. Because my daughter had that. I think I'm almost done with it. It's pretty good. It's not the game story, so don't because they're
dude. I don't. What the fuck is the game story? He gets stabbed by a sword and then kills some demons. But okay.
Well, okay, then it is the game story.
Yeah, that's what it. That's what it is in my brain. I know there's other parts. Like there's probably somebody out there right now going, "How dare you?"
Yo, you know it. You know there is. But no, it's good. It definitely is good. I mean, it's Dante. I'm enjoying it though.
Last of Us got renewed for season 3 already before the season 2 even premiered. That's enough from that one. Let's move to the next list here. Nintendo pulled a Don Matrick this week saying they can understand that not everybody can afford a Switch 2. That's why the Switch 1 will still be supported.
Bruh. That was so... When I saw that, I was like, really? What?
I mean, his name is Doug Bowser, so he is the villain of this story.
Yep. In this economy, sir? That's what you're going to tell me?
We got a lot of Nintendo... So there's been a lot of Nintendo clarification this week, so that's kind of what this next area is about.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Switch physical versions of the Switch 1 games with the Switch 2 enhances are all on the card. But for something like Zelda, the DLC is not. So it's $80 without the expansion. Which is crazy.
Bruh.
Yeah. Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders were delayed in Canada. As probably because Americans would just import it from there. But I think you put a news story, like, I didn't see this anywhere else. Was that true that they're doing it in May? The U.S. pre-order?
That's okay. So I guess that thing that I had posted for y'all in there about that, the Wario clarified and said that information has not changed. That was always the case. That the pre-orders were supposed to start at May 8th or something like that for the U.S. Like that wasn't anything new. I didn't realize that it was on one of the FAQs that they put out for them. A lot of almost all the communication for this Switch 2 is terrible.
Oh,
like
yeah,
everybody's having to figure stuff out, and we need a fucking decoder ring to figure out the date we getting it and all. Like this is the most.
Oh yeah, and it hasn't helped that like people are like, well, is the game on the cartridge? What are these game key cards? What is the There's a button on the controller that you can't use unless you pay money, which is
wild.
That is banana sandwiches, man.
Like, how you put a physical button behind a paywall?
Dude, Nintendo is like, they literally had a trampoline and a 5-foot rim and a basketball that was like 10 times smaller than the hoop, and somehow still missed that slam dunk. I don't get it. Anyway, Hades 2 will launch console first on Switch 1 and 2, which a lot of people were upset about. They're like, oh my god, how dare you do exclusives? At the same time, they're like, man, I love Black Myth Wukong and Stellar Blade and Silent Hill 2. Oh, wait.
Yep.
That's just the business. Like, it sucks. But like, whatever.
Right.
Apparently the Switch 2 cartridges will once again taste like shit, so people don't stick them in their mouth, but they're still going to stick them in their mouth.
What? Did we test that? Wait,
yes, they purposely made the first Switch cartridges taste like crap because people were putting them in their mouth.
I did not know that.
You're about to go grab a cartridge, aren't you?
Heck, I don't even have one. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Why would people do that?
Dude, are you really asking why would people do that?
Well, when it came out of my mouth, I was like, in this timeline, it's whatever. Okay.
Like,
par for the course.
Man, that Black Mirror episode also touches that subject.
Oh, what? Yeah, I'm going to have to watch this. Okay.
Yeah, that first episode is something. I can tell you that.
Okay.
The Nintendo Joy-Cons for the Switch 2 will not have Hall effect sticks.
What does that mean? Because I read that, but I don't understand what Hall effects do. Because I think that stick that you have,
Mm-hmm.
the 8-bit thing, it has like Hall effects. What does that do?
Yeah, Hall effect sticks are so a normal analog stick uses a specific way that like it turns, so that's how it gets stick drift.
Hmm.
Hall effect sticks use magnets, so they don't get stick drift. That's
Oh,
essentially what
okay.
a Hall effect stick is.
Okay. Okay.
Nintendo told Kind of Funny that Wind Waker on NSO does not rule out a port of the Wii U version at a later point. Well, of course it doesn't. That's called double profits.
Right.
Like they're going to put it out, make you pay for the Switch 2 and the service, the expansion service, and then in 6 months they're going to be like, "We're bringing Wind Waker Wii U version to the Switch 2." That's classic Nintendo, man.
Definitely is.
Nintendo has decided to postpone the release of the Switch 2 in China due to some ongoing government regulation issues. The first Nintendo Switch, to be fair, didn't launch there until 2019, so this is not uncommon. They also said the GameCube controller will only work with the Nintendo Switch Online GameCube games and not with Switch 1 and 2 games.
So,
It's basically just for those 3 games right now.
I, that just seems like the. Oh.
I mean, that's
Okay.
Nintendo. That's what they do.
It is. Like,
Yeah. 3 new games were added to the Genesis NSO expansion pack. 3 bangers too. E-SWAT, City Under Siege, Super Thunderblade, and the first Streets of Rage, which is crazy. The second one's already on there, but the first one wasn't. It's weird.
man, E-SWAT is actually. I like the
Dude,
E-SWAT. I
E-SWAT is
remember that game.
badass. I love that game.
Yeah.
Hard as shit, but I love that game.
Yo, my God, it's hard. But yeah, E-SWAT is dope.
Alright, so I think that's it on that page. Let's move to the next page. Minecraft's user numbers have jumped over 30% since the movie premiered. And Minecraft already had 170 million active users.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I have never been happier to be out of the movie theater business. Like, I've seen clips
Oh, yeah.
of these people are trashing these theaters. And I would have had the police there and I'd be like, nah, I'm charging this. Everybody with littering, they gonna help clean this up. Like, it's there's no way them people gonna have that ready for the next show. Like,
No.
I don't understand people sometimes, man.
Kids, man, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What else we got here? Nothing there. See if there's any new news that's popped up. We'll talk about Marathon in a minute.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's the last big story here. So Marathon gameplay reveal was this weekend. Oof.
I don't even know what I saw. There was a lot.
So it's an extraction shooter, I guess. It's PvPvE. It's a premium game, so probably $40. But it will have a battle pass and only 3 maps at launch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and heroes. You'll choose from runners with various skills and weapons. This sounds familiar. Grape? The game? Was that what it... No, it wasn't Grape. What was it called? I don't know. This sounds very familiar, though.
What could it be?
Oh, man. Like, the thing that will save this is the gameplay. Because, I mean, Bungie...
Yeah,
they
their
know
shooter
first-person
gameplay,
shooters.
yeah.
Yeah, like, everything else surrounding this, though, sounds bad. I don't know. So
Dude,
I guess we'll see.
it looks lifeless.
It does. And I guess that's the aesthetic they're going for. Like this weird, clean, kind of sterile. And then, like, because there's two trailers, and I didn't watch the one that they put out where they like go deep into the gameplay because I really don't know if I care. I just watched the one that was the kind of introduction, whatever that they put out, and it was just shots of shit happening. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like, I had to read the comments to figure out it was an extraction shooter. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I just, like, I watched the trailer. I was like, I do not want to play this. I would not pay to play this. This looks like something that should be free. Like, in the current climate of video games, it looks like something that would be free.
Yeah. Like, I think that was part of Concord's mistake, is that they charged for that. And while this is not a hero shooter, this is an extraction shooter. And I guess they're trying to model themselves off of like the Tarkov, because I don't think that game is free. But I think from what I know, that's like the king of those extraction type PvE games that's out.
I mean, you can't come for the king most of the time. You just can't.
And, coming in free to play would be an advantage for people to come check you out. I don't have to drop money, to see what this is about. Because, again, I think that game will probably play fine. Like, I don't know. But everything else surrounding it, I just don't care for. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Bungie, so it'll play good. But my question is anybody going to care?
Yep.
It is.
And that's...
It is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, and I found it hilarious.
I didn't know that.
Which one didn't you know?
Well, I didn't know that it was coming to Xbox. I thought it was just on PC and PlayStation.
No, it's absolutely on Xbox.
Okay.
Which man's never beaten the allegations. Jeff Keighley couldn't say the word Xbox when he announced it. He was like, Marathon is coming to PC and consoles.
Oh my God, that's right. You showed me that. I did know it was on Xbox. That's right. Yeah. Nah, he can't say Xbox. Listen, he on Sony's payroll. he is getting a check from them. And they thought, listen, we got people monitoring your socials, and we better not never ever see you advertising for the competition.
Which is crazy because, like, the blog post actually said Xbox in the title. I was like, PlayStation. That had to be painful to type.
I'm sure it was. Every letter.
All four of them.
Oh, G-Hoff. Oh, man. Nah, he ain't never beat them allegations.
It's like every time. Every single time.
Every time.
It's like, dude, just own it, I guess.
I would. At this point, like, even if it's not true, at this point, it would probably make him so much likable. Just fucking roll with it. Like, I'll make jokes and that. Like, Jesus, because, bruh, just embrace it.
All right. Yeah, that's all the news. My dumbass was logged in to the wrong Twitter account
last week.
But I'm going to read the email we got first. This comes from Dan. And if you want to send us emails, it's podcast@ztgd.com. Send them there. It's free. Dan says, hey, gents, hearing about the Switch 2 pricing discourse from the land down under has sent me down memory lane. You know all about the prices we get stung down here. Currently, a Microsoft AAA title will set me back 120 Australian.
God.
At full price. This is roughly in line with the current exchange rate. However, back in the early teens, the Australian dollar was actually more valuable than the US dollar. We were still back then paying $100 for a $60 game. A nice little workaround with that was that Steam did not accept Australian currency until 2014 or so. Buying off of Steam gave me a de facto 40% discount. God damn. Yeah, prices are a little wild now, especially with $70 and $80 games becoming the norm. Like, we went with 50 for a long ass time, and then 60 became the standard forever. Yep. And then PlayStation was like, well, no, now it's 70. And then immediately the next gen, Nintendo's like, nah, it's 80.
Yep.
And I know there's a lot of people out there, and I will never understand bootlicking corporations. They're like, video games should be more expensive.
I just don't I say it every time. If you're not a shareholder, you're a consumer.
Yes.
So why are you advocating for them to charge you more? That doesn't make sense.
That does not make sense.
Oh man, it hurts my brain. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
like they're like, oh, when I was growing up, no, you weren't. You're 14. Cartridges were $100. Like, shut up.
And I love when they pull that. Well, this isn't anything new. Look at this picture of this N64 cartridge that was $100. Yeah, bro. Do you realize it was that much because of the materials it costed to make that?
That shit had its own chips inside of it and shit.
Right. Like, those were individual chips that had to be printed and shipped and put together. You know what I mean? Now, you fucking just hit enter on the thing for a digital game. Like, there is no printing of anything. Like, what?
Can we also can we also like look at the other side of the page, the one where it says N64 now $149?
Right.
How much is a PlayStation 5 Pro? $700.
Oh man,
that's 4.5 N64s. Oh, video game consoles used to be so cheap, and now they're so expensive.
Yep.
Oh. Can't with these prices. This is Game Pass, and like, if I didn't get a lot of games for free, man, I would be waiting on sales like fucking crazy.
Oh, same, 100%. Like I think about that all the time because it's oh god,
stuff
it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's so expensive, and it's like, if I was paying $80 a game, I might buy one game every month or two. And it's not because I can't afford it. It's just I don't want to drop $80 on a video game. Like,
yeah,
you know, people do that with like movies now, man. Like, have you seen how much a 4K Blu-ray costs? It like launches at like $40 or $50.
Get out of it. Are you?
Yeah.
No, fuck it, bruh.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
And I'm like, bitch, I can buy that a month after it drops for like $7.99 on iTunes or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm not paying $50 for a disc.
Nope.
Oh my god. All right, so let's get to those tweets I missed last week. A lot of them is about the Switch too, obviously. Jeremy writes and says, hey guys, been a few weeks, got caught up in selling the house and planning a move into a rental and developing 10 acres to build a house on. God damn.
Oh wow. Well, congrats with all that, man.
Absolutely. That's going to be stressful though. Like we're moving soon. We got to sell and buy, and it's I'm not looking forward to it. It's going to be a busy year. I just sunk 20 hours into No Man's Sky again. That game is so good. I got to the second galaxy of 256 and figured it was time for something new, so I started Assassin's Creed Valhalla this morning. Looking forward to sneaking, stabbing, and shooting. How is everyone on that side of the microphone? Thanks for the show. Bro, you got a lot with Valhalla there. That's a big ass game.
That's a good game. Yeah, it is. Man, it does keep going. That is.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's any like targets as there are in Shadows in Valhalla, but Valhalla has a lot. The river raids are fun. Like I spent a lot of time doing those.
I just couldn't get into Valhalla. It didn't click with me. I played like 25 hours of that game, and I was just like, I don't want to play this anymore. So I stopped.
All right. I got you.
Shogun says, so it feels like Anakin went to the dark side. Nintendo was supposed to save gaming, not succumb to the corruption. The Direct was amazing. I was actually considering buying a Nintendo for the first time since 2006 with the DS Lite, but the aftermath information killed all the hype. Ouch. So the game key cards are pointless. Just buy the cheaper digital copy. And please don't tell me not all games will support this. I know, but it feels like a desperate... He wrote it in funny letters. That's why I read it like that. I know, but it feels like a desperate attempt to please the physical audience. Seems like a limitation of the cartridges versus the price to make larger ones. Last thing, is Mario really worth $90? What's your price limit? Fuck out of here with that.
Seen so much backbending to justify that $90 price for Mario Kart, and no, I don't think. I think $70. I feel like it should fall in line with all of the you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
90. I just don't understand how. Like what is all that going to? Because graphically, it looks like Mario Kart. It's not photorealistic. It's like I don't know, man.
Mario Kart. So
I don't know.
I saw somebody break this down online of like a game like Spider-Man costing like $300 million to make. The $70 price tag makes more sense there. I promise you, Mario Kart World was not a $300 million game.
Oh, see, like like how could it be?
Like that game, I feel like Nintendo is a well-oiled, finely tuned, crafted machine of making quality games. And my guess is Mario Kart World probably was in the range of like 50 to 75 million to make.
Okay. Yep.
And you're still charging $10 more than a $300 million blockbuster?
Right. I don't get, and people are going to pay it. Like it's going to make the money, and it's going to justify the price in their eyes, and
Nintendo can get away with it because of the characters and the nostalgia, and it just it sucks, but it's true.
Yep. But no. I think once we cross this threshold, which we're about to anyway, of these $90 games, like it's going to be a case by case basis for me. Like I'm gonna be waiting for some deep sales, and then what sucks with Nintendo, their shit never goes on sale.
No, and what's gonna happen outside of this is like Microsoft and Sony are probably gonna try this, and it ain't gonna work.
Oh yeah,
like ain't nobody paying $90 for Horizon Zero Dawn 3.
No, I think GTA gets away with it.
Oh, 100%.
If they decide to do it
100%.
because it's GTA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to see one of those every, 15 years?
Exactly. Like GTA 6 will literally probably be $90 to $100 and people will pay it.
Mm-hmm. And I think the more I think about it now, that probably, okay, because that's like an event type thing, right? That's you're going to get your $100. But I don't know. No, $90 for, like you said, Horizon 3, the next Halo game, Gears 6. The fuck out of here.
You know what Microsoft would be really smart to do, and I hate to say this like out loud, put it in the universe. Charge $100 for Call of Duty, but also put it in Game Pass, because you win either way.
Actually, yeah.
Like either people pony up to $100 or they subscribe to Game Pass and play it there.
Yep.
So
you know what? I guess for their first party stuff, that actually, if they do decide to do that, because that's just going to push those people to be like, oh, well, fuck that, I'm gonna get Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to drive those. So yeah, they win either way. You're right. Interesting.
Like I'm sure that's probably in the back of their brain. Like, man, if Nintendo's going to charge $80 for this game, and let's say we keep Game Pass at, I'm expecting it to go up to $24.99 at some point.
And I think that probably will be my ceiling. I don't know. I don't know.
If they keep
$25.
Yeah, if they start putting out games at the cadence they're putting them out now, $25 a month is not unreasonable.
No.
Like if you're getting a banger game or two every month that you're down with, $25 is cheaper than paying $80 per game.
100%. Nope.
But you got to have that content. Like if you raise the price and then you're like, oh, this month we got fucking, I don't know, some indie ass game that we already had in Game Pass. Like, no, you're not keeping my $25.
Yep. No, you're right. And I mean, I think they are on that path too, because I think they, and correct me if I'm wrong, didn't in the last thing they committed to being on a track to have a new game like every
quarter,
3 months, 6 months, something like every quarter. That's what it was. Yeah. So yeah, they probably are at a good space with it now. But yeah, I expect $25 will be where it ends up. Yeah, it ends up going for sure.
Yeah, Netflix is the only one that's testing that threshold right now. I think it's like 20. What is Netflix now? I just subscribed and I don't remember the price.
It's not 22, 23. It's not 25 yet, is it?
Is it 20? Maybe it is after tax.
Oh, that you might be right. That might because I thought it was like at 23 something, but I know they put tax on there, so yeah, it probably is like 25 after
Yeah,
tax.
so $22.99 is like the highest sub right now, right? Like entertainment sub.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything more expensive than that?
I don't.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think so
so.
singularly because yeah, you could, and that's crazy too that's that much because I pay 30 a month for Hulu, Disney Plus, and HBO Max.
Me too. I have
Like,
that exact same bundle.
oh yeah, that's nice. So that's wild that Netflix is it is just Netflix.
Yeah, just
Like,
one service is
shit.
$23, but you can get these three others. Let's be fair though, Disney Plus is kind of lacking, and HBO is fickle at best.
It is. It is like my Disney Plus is. It's funny too because I go there to watch. Like I've been watching the Avengers Assemble cartoon because I enjoy cartoons. So I've been reliving like nostalgia to that and then watching the Marvel shows, like Daredevil and stuff like that. And then yeah, HBO Max. Like I watch like Veep and that. I keep that for wrestling for AEW. So that's where I watch that on there now.
I'm gonna be real. I mostly keep Max for John Oliver. I really do.
Oh yeah, yep. I watch that too. Yep. But I keep it for the AEW.
Yeah.
But yeah, the most of the time is in Hulu because that's where the everything else
Yeah,
comes
Hulu
on.
is like the best of those three services, which is crazy, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you tweeted last week asking, "Hey, quick question." Now that you have some time to think about it, what's your safe word? I didn't think.
Literally just the two of us now.
I know, but I didn't think about it. I'll just say it's rutabaga. How's that? Does that work?
Oh man, that's a lot to get out, man. You better. Oh jeez, you want something quick? You can say
Yeah, but it flows. It flows really well when you say it. It's like
it
rutabaga,
does.
rutabaga.
It does actually. Yeah.
So we good. Jeremy says, as far as the Switch 2 goes, I'm fully and absolutely out unless the price comes down to 400. That ain't happening.
No.
And the games top out at 70, aside from collector's editions and stuff like that. That ain't happening either.
Nope.
I love Nintendo stuff, but they showed me an upgrade of the same thing I have for 150 more, plus more expensive games, and that playable instruction manual that I have to purchase instead of being a pack-in game. Lord knows that Switch Online is going to cast after adding GameCube games. I'm assuming he means like they're not going to add anything after GameCube games.
No. Oh yeah, that is their last. Because they couldn't put like Wii stuff on there because they could because the fucking Switch has motion. Yeah.
They could, but is it powerful enough to emulate the Switch? I don't know that.
I got you.
And let's be fair. I mean, besides Wii Sports, what's going to be the banger on there? Like, we already got Galaxy in the Mario collection. Metroid's
then now you're good.
probably getting ported 2 and 3, like at some point.
The Zelda games are already.
Yeah, the Zelda
on
games
Wii,
are already
it's all-
there.
Yeah.
So, like, what
So,
are we
yeah, no.
missing?
I guess you don't need it. All right.
Yeah. I don't know. GameCube is an interesting one. I want to see, like, so far the videos show it runs really well, which is cool.
Why is maybe because it can't emulate it because the Wind Waker version is not the HD one, right? It's the one that launched on
GameCube.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think they're still talking about porting that as like a full-on paid game. I'm pretty sure it already exists and is probably done. They just Nintendo sits on shit forever. That's why they can announce it and then launch it like 2 months later.
The HD one come out.
Oh, on the Wii U, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even remember another version of it dropping. Like, okay, it was on the Wii. All right. And that makes sense because again, the Wii U I had for like a day.
HD release date was 2013.
Okay.
Or is that HD? That just says The Wind Waker. No, Wind Waker was, that was GameCube. Duh, it was 2003. And then 10 years later, it was released on the Wii U as Wind Waker HD, which used the touchscreen to navigate your inventory.
Oh, I bet that was nice.
It was fine. The Wii U gamepad was a was a weird thing.
Yep.
But I bet you that they put this and Twilight Princess on the Switch natively at some point. Because, I mean, it's free money. Like, why wouldn't they do it at some point?
Exactly. Because, yeah, it is going to make money.
He says, hopefully they will come down in price after a year or two if the sales justify it, like the 3DS did when it launched at $250. I know that was a different time. That's not going to happen here.
I don't feel like it is. I hope, but I don't feel like it will.
I wouldn't be shocked if that thing doesn't go up to at least 500 for the base before they launch the pre-orders.
Jeez.
That's kind of my
You
ceiling.
mean here?
Yeah,
Or
in
like-
America.
I got you. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
That's kind of my ceiling. Like, we're getting ready to buy a house, so like I was telling my wife, I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna buy it, but like, if it goes up like $200, I'm not paying $650 for a Switch 2. I just can't justify that.
No, I feel it.
Like, I really want to replay the Zelda games. I really want to play Mario Kart World. That Donkey Kong game looks rad.
It does.
But man, this ain't the year for me to spend $650 on a Nintendo Switch.
Yep, I feel it.
Oh, all right. We got some more tweets from Blue Apple over on Blue Sky. Once again, talking about tariffs. He says, do you think the recent actions will affect the politics of capital G gamers or lowercase g gamers? Is MAGA gamers a thing?
You know what? I'm surprised it's not. If it's not, because I don't think I've actually heard that.
It says, will MAGA gamers not vote for Trump third term? What are we doing? There's no third term.
Well, you know, he's trying to.
He's trying to do a lot of things. He's also 86 years old or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, is he? I think he's 76. I don't think he's 80 yet. I think he's like 76.
I mean, that's still old.
It is very. Yeah, I don't think he would.
He's 78 years old, according to this.
Oh, he's 78. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like at the end of this, he'll be 82.
Yeah. No. No. No.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think gamers are gonna care unless the prices change. Like even then, like if you're into that scenario, that's what I'll call it, because I don't want to get.
Yeah.
I don't want to have these conversations right now. If you're in that support group, you don't care.
No.
You're like, it's for the best.
Mm.
Have the same mentality as fanboys who are like, I wish I could pay $20 more for this game. It's so good.
Yeah. Mike Ybarra, looking at you. This fucking guy.
He says, we already know the effects of his actions on American gamers, but how will it affect gamers outside of the U.S.? Will it affect the supply chain or availability of PC components? For example, will Chinese PC components be cheaper for Saudi gamers?
Oh, wow.
Don't know. I'm not an economist, but I'd assume until these two people are done playing chicken, that yes.
Yep.
God, I hate this timeline.
Brother, me too.
For a lot of reasons, but yeah, the
Yep.
last like, it's only been 3 months.
Which is just wild. It's only been 3 months.
It's only been 3 months.
Oh, man.
That means I got to count them now. So 3 years is 36 months. It's only been 3 months, so we still have 45 more months to go.
Woo!
3 down, 45 to go.
Oh, man.
Anyway, that's all I got for this week. We'll be back next week, I hope. I got to start figuring out what to do about the music in the show because Spotify keeps deleting all episodes.
Which I don't understand because you're not charging. So, but that's fine, I guess. Speaking of shows, me and Anthony recorded our first episode. I don't know when it's going to go live because we haven't figured all that out yet. But we landed on a comic book themed podcast. And yeah, we recorded our first episode last week. So he's going to get that edited, and he said he has some ideas for some stuff to drop on there. So, but it was fun. So if you're a comic book fan, we'll announce it in our socials and stuff and talk about it on here as well.
Where can they find your show?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it seems that we're nowhere yet. But you can follow me over on Blue Sky, Lord Magnus, L0RD MAGNUS, as well on Twix. But like I said, it's funny too, because on the little outro thing that we recorded, like we did this whole, put your socials out there. And I was like, I said on there that like Twix is really just, I go on there to be it's not really a troll, because I really just am being me, but I just don't really give a fuck. I have more decorum on Blue Sky. So I guess it just depends on what version of Magnus you want. So if you want more upfront, real, don't give a fuck Magnus, then follow me over on Twix. If you want more, refined and, he's going to care about what he says and his, image and whatever, then follow me over on Blue Sky. There you go.
Like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of social media over here.
That's basically what it is. I realized that the other day. Oh, man.
I don't really post on either anymore. Like, if I post on Blue Sky, nobody says anything. If I post on Twitter, like, I get, like, 1 or 2 comments or 1 or 2 likes. And then, like, half the time, I'll get a message, somebody liked one of my tweets from, like, 6 years ago, and it's usually a porn bot or something.
Don't you love that? Like, it's always a porn bot.
I can't with this stuff anymore. Like, this no engagement is dead. Like,
yep.
But what's funny is, like, I will get more comments than people who have like 30,000 followers, and I'm like, your count might be a little sus.
100%. Some of them people are paying for those numbers.
But like, why?
I know they are.
But like, what? So
right.
So, like, somebody could be like, oh, I have 30,000 followers on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, but 29,000 of them are fake.
Right. Like, bro, like, yeah, it's so weird. Like, I don't even necessarily do it for, like, the engagement. Like, I guess if they talk back or whatever, it's cool. But, like, I just get on there to say my piece. Like, well, this is what I think about this. Or you just made a dumbass observation about this situation. I'm going to tell you why. And I just type that and I go along. And I never, like, really go back and check to see who commented. Like, somebody commented. There was a whole bunch of comments on something I said a while ago. And I was like, damn, I really stirred up some shit here. Okay. Like, I never went back to look at it.
Yeah, most of the time I don't. Like, a lot of times I'll see somebody tweet something in my brain. I want to be like, I want to reply and say, who fucking cares? And I'm like, but then I replied, so I fucking cared.
Yep.
So then I just don't reply. I'm like, okay.
I do that, but I never err on but I replied, so I care. I always just don't reply and do the, like, fuck it, I'm going to say this. Like, yeah. But in my head, I'm like, who the fuck cares, dude? Like, but then I'll just type that. And I'm like, damn, I guess I care.
I guess you care. You took the time to type those letters, so apparently you do care.
Right.
I just shake my head. I'm like, okay. Whatever.
I do that a lot, too. Social media, man. Ugh.
I can't anymore. Like, it's so bad.
Definitely is.
Oh, anyway, that's it for this week. Be back next week with some new games. Some stuff we've been playing that can't talk about yet. I don't know, and who the fuck knows what's going to happen in news this week? Nintendo tariffs, fucking Xbox steps on another rake. I don't know. Sony puts out a third complete edition of Last of Us. I don't know.
Oh my god. That's likely to happen.
Yeah, that's probably the most likely to happen out of all that stuff I just said, but, you know. Anyway, that's it. Unless we have anything else, we'll get out of here. Peace, bitches.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.